Hey everybody, Reid from Sierra Outdoor Survival. We're here in the Sequoia National Forest where we attempted to make our emergency shelter builds. Now we had some successes. I want to share with you my shelter build and what I did. So what I attempted to do, and with some success, is built a modified A-frame or plow point. It was a configuration that I came up with using a large log in the back as an anchor point. I used this stick up front in order to drive tension forward using guidelines which I anchored into the ground. So to anchor the corner of my tarps, I used bank line and a toggle system, and then it's anchored into the ground at the bottom. Now with the toggle, what's nice is I can slide this back and forth to add tension if I need to. Removing this toggle, moving it down, moving it forward in order not to pull that stake out of the ground. But this worked very well for me last night, kept the tarp nice and taut so that it didn't fold in on me. In Ollie's video, he talked about us having limited resources and the type of wood that we used in order to make our shelters. So utilizing our limited resources, very brittle wood, I had to use a stick here that I broke in half. I made a cross member, and then using guy lines to pull tension on the back of my tarp in order to keep it off my head at night. But I also anchored by driving stakes into this large log, which worked as a windbreak for me during the night. And that's where I anchored the different points on my tarp. So last night, when I built a bed using a tripod system for the ends to put my logs to rest on, well, this is where I had my failure. About halfway through the night, my bed collapsed. It was not comfortable, it was not fun, and generally, the other two in our group like to make fun of me for it, but that's okay, because we have failures in life, and we have to continue forward. What I ended up having to do is I spread out a tarp, I put a wool blanket down, and my sleeping bag system. Honestly, it ended up being more comfortable sleeping on the ground. But in the future, I know to choose a better design in order to build my bed. If they had continued to hold up throughout the night, I think I would have had a pretty restful night of sleep, but it became a failure, and I'm going to learn from that. So, end of the day, we had successes, we had failures, but ultimately, at the end, if you're building a survivor shelter, you have one goal in mind, and that's to make sure that you're out of the elements in case there's a really bad situation. So, you want to learn more? Check out our website at sierraoutdoorsurvival.com. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for this video. We'll see you next time.